got it.
What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to MANIACITV, man. Today we got rap's biggest police raids from the Hip Hop Daily YouTube channel, man. Y'all know we've been rocking with Hip Hop Daily for a minute now. Always coming with the quality content, man. So y'all head on over and give a subscribe to my guy, man. So look, we ain't gonna waste no time, man. We about to jump into this video real quick, man. Rap's biggest police raids. Y'all know the cops stay plotting on these rappers. Let's get it.
Rappers and the police don't get along. Ever since NWA's F the Police, it's been an all-out war between hip-hop and the law enforcement. So when cops get a tip that a rapper might be doing something illegal, they usually go all out. Here's a look at a few famous rappers and hip-hop celebrities who have been raided by—
Y'all know why they do that? Because these rappers making their salary per show, and they mad. They mad that they black. They mad that they richer than them. They mad they driving the cars that they can't drive, living in houses they can't live in. That's why they plot, man. Come on.
They usually go all out. Here's a look at a few famous rappers and hip-hop celebrities who have been raided by the police.
Stay woke.
Lil Wayne. Even though Wayne has claimed that a police officer saved his life when he shot himself in the chest at age 11, that doesn't mean he's immune to police harassment. On November 3rd, 2015, the rapper's mansion in Miami Beach was raided by law enforcement. The cops had what is called a levy warrant that is used to seize property due to unpaid debts. The rapper had been ordered to pay $2 million to Signature Group, a jet leasing company, in a civil lawsuit and failed to pay on time. This was right around the time that Wayne was in the middle of his contract dispute with Cash Money.
Birdman.
That same year, he sued his label for $51 million, claiming that they had withheld royalties and violated the terms of his contract. After the raid, the rapper took to social media to vent his frustration, saying that it's days like today that make me question everything, even myself, but I guess this is the thanks I get. Sometimes it's tough to be tough and even tougher to be me. It took some time, but Wayne eventually got his legal situation under control, and he's back to making music with hot young artists like Polo G and Roddy Ricch. But this next rapper—
The police always, I feel like the police always has something on Wayne, man. Like, they always stopping his tour bus, finding guns. They always raiding his house. They always, like, he always, it's something with the police and Lil Wayne that they just don't with Wayne. I mean, yeah, I know, you shouldn't be doing illegal shit, but still, like, they just constantly fuck with Wayne.
Control, and he's back to making music with hot young artists like Polo G and Roddy Ricch. But this next rapper wasn't so fortunate and ended up doing 7 years in prison after a raid at a popular studio in New York.
The whole
Bobby
gang.
Shmurda. Bobby Shmurda is a modern Brooklyn drill legend, despite having only dropped a few hit singles and an EP. The rapper's music career was cut short after he and his crew, GS9, were arrested following a raid at Quad Studios in New York City. The police had been investigating the crew for a long time, and on December 18, 2014, the rapper and many of his friends were arrested at the studio after police uncovered 21 guns, as well as crack and weed. Police tried to paint Bobby as the ringleader of the gang who organized violent attacks on their ops. He eventually pled guilty to 1 count of conspiracy and 1 count of weapons possession and was sentenced to 7 years in prison. What earned him the respect of fans across the world was that he could have gotten a lighter sentence because he wasn't accused of the more serious crimes. But it would have meant that his homies would have gotten more time. So like a real G, he took the longer sentence to make sure his people were straight.
And Bobby, man, he took that like a man. Like, not a lot of rappers can say that. A lot of rappers be folding. But this shows the love that Bobby Shmurda got for his gang, he got for his guys. He took that extra bit of time. He took that extra time, man. He ain't snitched. He ain't do none of that, man. He took them 7 years and he sat there. He sat there. That's why I feel like he should definitely, the amount of respect for Bobby Shmurda in the game, nobody better not hate on this man. Nobody better not try to even beef with this man. Because what he did, that was the realest shit that a lot of these rappers would have never done in a million years, man.
Homies would have gotten more time. So like a real G, he took the longer sentence to make sure his people were straight. He ended up serving the full 7 years and was released on February 23rd, 2021. His release was celebrated by hip-hop fans everywhere. Since he got locked up, the Brooklyn drill sound that he started has exploded thanks to artists like Pop Smoke and 5EO Foreign.
Facts.
Bobby has yet to drop any music since being released, and it's possible that the world may never get another Bobby Shmurda track. But even if Bobby never raps again, he's still a legend for the country.
Said it's possible they won't. Come on now. Bobby gotta drop some. I feel like, yeah, he did. He missed his opportunity to drop a first day out. Like, that would have been fire to drop a first day out video the first day you get out. But I don't know if it's something with his label that's, holding him up, or if it's him himself, if he's trying to, polish everything, get everything perfect before he drop. But we definitely gonna hear more Bobby Shmurda, man. He ain't done.
But the world may never get another Bobby Shmurda track. But even if Bobby never raps again, he's still a legend for the contributions he's made to the game and sticking to the street code, even if it meant more jail time. But if you thought that was crazy, this next producer had his Manhattan offices raided after being accused of laundering money for a notorious drug lord. Irv Gotti.
Irv Gotti
is a famous record executive from Hollis, Queens, known as the CEO and co-founder of Murder Inc.
Murder
Inc. managed artists like Ashanti,
Ja Rule.
Bobby Brown, and Ja Rule. Irv has also produced records for everyone from Jennifer Lopez to Kanye West. But just at the height of his success, Irv's company was the subject of an NYPD investigation that eventually led to the label's downfall. On January 23, 2003, the Murder Inc. offices were raided by a team of agents from the FBI. The feds brought in drug-sniffing dogs to uncover anything incriminating they can find and eventually confiscated tons of documents and the computers in the office. No arrests were made directly after the raid, but Irv and his brother Chris eventually had to stand trial for allegedly laundering over $1 million of drug profits for Kenneth Supreme.
I'll never understand, man. You making millions of dollars from Ja Rule and Ashanti and all these artists, man. What the fuck you doing selling drugs? Come on, you don't need to do that. Oh, man.
Chris eventually had to stand trial for allegedly laundering over $1 million of drug profits for Kenneth Supreme McGriff. McGriff was a well-known drug lord in New York City who had been running the streets of Jamaica, Queens since the 1980s. McGriff was allegedly the one who ordered the hit on 50 Cent when he was shot 8 times early on in his career.
Yeah.
50 rapped about Supreme on the track Ghetto Quran, which the drug lord wasn't happy about, and the rest is rap history. Supreme was eventually found guilty of murder, conspiracy, and drug trafficking, but Irv and his brother would be acquitted of all charges, making him one of the few celebrities in hip-hop to beat a Fed case, which has around a 90% conviction rate.
Wow.
But if you thought that was wild, this next rapper just happened which has around a 90% conviction rate.
I ain't saying nothing, but a 90% conviction rate, and you beat that? You must have had a good-ass lawyer, man. I'ma just say that. I ain't gonna say that these boys told. I don't think they told. I think they paid the right fine.
But if you thought that was wild, this next rapper just happened to be staying with one of his artists when the police raided the home on suspicion of drug, gun, and prostitution charges. Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane is now known
as prostitution.
As a rap legend and music mogul who has shined the spotlight on a lot of talented up-and-coming artists. But before going to prison in 2013 and transforming his life and image, Gucci was one of the wildest characters in rap and was constantly getting into trouble with the law.
All the time.
There was even a time Gucci was arrested during a police raid of another rapper's home. On December 16, 2010, police raided the home of Waka Flocka, one of the first artists that Gucci took under his wing and signed in 1017. Gucci was staying with Waka and his mother Deb, who managed him at the time. The police raided the home and found a small amount of marijuana. Gucci was arrested because he was the only one home, but was later released and not charged with anything. Waka's mother claimed that the police raided the home looking for evidence that Waka was gang affiliated. They didn't find what they were after and arrested Gucci to justify the raid. This was right around the time that Gucci and Waka were starting to beef.
Yep.
Gucci did a radio interview with Richmond, Virginia's iPower 92.1 earlier.
It's so weird to me because Waka Flocka beefing with Jeezy, Gucci beefing with Jeezy, and then Flocka and Gucci turn against each other. So now you got Gucci beefing with Jeezy and Flocka beefing with Gucci. And Jeezy beefing with both of them. Like, come on, nah.
Starting to beef. Gucci did a radio interview with Richmond, Virginia's iPower 92.1 earlier that same year where he walked out mid-show after being asked a question about his feud with Waka. Check out our previous videos on rappers mad at interviewers for more info on this incident. Although Gucci and Waka never fully reunited, they have both publicly announced that there is no bad blood between them anymore, and they just prefer to live their own lives. So while the world may never get to hear of Ferrari Boys 2, at least the two artists have put the past behind them. But if you thought that was crazy, this next rapper was arrested on felony drug charges after police raided a smoke shop where he and some friends were hosting a private party. Paul Wall. Paul Wall is a Houston rap legend.
Come on, man, fucking legend. Paul Wall, baby. Come on, what y'all know? Some of y'all too young to know about Paul Wall now.
Private party. Paul Wall. Paul Wall is a Houston rap legend known for his affiliation with Swisher House Records and tracks like Sitting Sideways and Grills. Like most Houston artists, Paul Wall's taste for lean is well known, but the rapper actually ended up catching a felony drug charge for weed back in 2016. On December 3rd, 2016, Paul Wall, along with 10 other people, including fellow Houston rapper Baby Bash, were arrested after the police raided the Paradise Smoke Shop in Houston. The group was hosting a private party and toy drive for underprivileged kids. The rapper and the other men present were charged with manufacturing and delivering THC.
They was doing something good for the community and the police still want to raid them? Come on now.
Party and toy drive for underprivileged kids. The rapper and the other men present were charged with manufacturing and delivering THC, the main compound found in weed. He was released on a $20,000 bond, but faced felony drug charges if convicted of the crime. But lucky for Paul Wall and Baby Bash, the grand jury declined to indict the rappers and all charges were dropped. It was clearly a reach for the cops to claim that the rappers were part of some organized drug network when all they were really doing was hosting a smokeout. Luckily, the grand jury saw what was going on and declined to even hear the case so the rappers could get back to helping out the community. But this next rapper wasn't so lucky. His house was raided after...
Soulja Boy was the first rapper to get raided. He was the first rapper, not even the first rapper, the first police raid that happened, it was on Soulja Boy, man. Do the research. I'm saying.
Back to helping out the community. But this next rapper wasn't so lucky. His house was raided after an anonymous tip to Crime Stoppers revealed that he was threatening people online and was arrested on illegal gun charges. Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy is a rapper and internet personality known for his viral antics. But the internet can be a wild place, and sometimes, when a troll goes too far, there can be real-life consequences. Soulja Boy had to learn this lesson the hard way and got arrested for a probation violation after police found a gun in his home during a raid. The rapper was first arrested for weapons possession in 2014 after police pulled over a vehicle he was riding in and found a gun on him. Soulja claimed the gun wasn't his, and his manager even stated that a neighbor had left the gun in the car, but the court didn't.
Soulja Boy got a body on him, man. Y'all almost forgot. You damn right he need them guns. Niggas breaking into his crib. The fuck?
Soulja claimed the gun wasn't his, and his manager even stated that a neighbor had left the gun in the car, but the court didn't buy it, and Soulja was sentenced to 2 years of probation. In 2016, Soulja found himself in the middle of a beef with Lil Yachty and the Migos. Soulja picked a fight with Lil Bo on Twitter over Instagram model India Love. Quavo stepped in and defended his label mate, which led to Soulja targeting the Migos instead.
Quavo said he wants some beef with me. Y'all remember that?
Model India Love. Quavo stepped in and defended his label mate, which led to Soulja targeting the Migos instead. This led to Soulja dropping the diss track Beef and posted a video to Instagram of himself holding a Draco and playing the song in the background that ended up going viral. Not long after, the police raided his home after an anonymous tip to the Crime Stoppers hotline revealed that Soulja was wilding out and threatening people online. The cops found the gun, and Soulja was found to be in violation of his probation. He pled guilty to felony gun possession and was sentenced to an additional 5 years of probation, plus 240 days of community service. As part of his plea agreement, he was even banned from threatening anyone else online with a weapon, even with a toy or prop gun. Soulja Boy is the king of viral internet antics, but it seems like this time he took it too far. No one really thinks of him as a real street rapper, so all the disses and gun toting came off as a little goofy. But it did give the internet some high quality entertainment.
I ain't gonna cap, he got a point on that. That shit did come off kind of goofy though. They arrested that nigga for cyberbullying. They told him you can't threaten anyone online anymore, not even with a toy gun.
Rapper, so all the disses and gun toting came off as a little goofy, but it did give the internet some high quality entertainment for a few days and kept Soulja's name relevant, which is really what he was after anyway. This next rapper was a bit smoother and managed to get off without facing any charges, even though police raided his home and discovered drugs and illegal weapons. Young Thug. Despite his taste for women's fashion and wild behavior, Young Thug is really about that life. The rapper has had many run-ins with the law throughout his career, including a raid on his home back in 2015. The rapper was arrested in July throughout his career, including a raid on...
Didn't Thug start rapping in like 2013? How the fuck he get a house this damn big in less than 2 years? In 2 years about. Damn. This nigga must be getting that bread, boy. Most rappers, it take them a minute to even make a meal. Thug, I mean, he had a lot of hits though, I will say that. Him and Rich Homie Quan.
Young Thug is really about that life. The rapper has had many run-ins with the law throughout his career, including a raid on his home back in 2015. The rapper was arrested in July 2015 after police raided his home in Sandy Springs, a suburb of Atlanta, and found felony amounts of weed and cocaine, as well as at least 3 illegal firearms. Not long before, Thug was also arrested by U.S. Marshals for threatening to kill a mall cop. Security at a Georgia mall had asked the rapper and his crew to leave, and on the way out, Thug told him he was going to come back and shoot one of them in the face. Around the same time, Thug was also found to have ties to the dude who shot up Lil Wayne's tour bus. Although he was never charged with the crime, a lawsuit filed by the bus driver revealed that the rapper called the shooter's phone 8 times that night, indicating that he may have been involved in the shooting as he was beefing with Wayne at the time.
And I remember that too, man. Like, I know him and Wayne had they issues, man. I don't even think Wayne had an issue with Young Thug. I think it was just Young Thug had an issue with Wayne, and then Wayne's tour bus got shot up. That's grimy if Thug was behind that though. That's grimy as hell. Like, you go from saying, you know, Wayne was your idol and everything, and now you trying to send hits out. I mean, it's all alleged right now. I ain't even gonna get into
8 times that night, indicating that he may have been involved in the shooting as he was beefing with Wayne at the time. Check out our video on rappers almost caught lacking for more info on this incident. It's not clear why police decided to raid Young Thug's home, but the rapper was clearly on their radar. Thug was released on $10,000 bond and was eventually cleared of all charges. His lawyers were able to prove that police entered the home without a legal warrant, and therefore, everything they found could not be used as evidence. The court sided with the rapper, and all the charges were dropped except for the weed charge, which didn't carry a serious penalty. So Thug got pretty lucky that the cops did a sloppy job with raiding his home. Otherwise, he would have faced some time. But this next rapper wasn't so fortunate and is looking at doing serious time in federal prison after the cops raided the trap house where he was filming a video.
NBA
Youngboy. NBA Youngboy.
Man, free top, man.
Cops raided the trap house where he was filming a video. NBA Youngboy. NBA Youngboy is one of the hottest young artists coming out of the South. But despite all his success, he's one of those rappers that just can't stay away from the streets. In September 2020, Youngboy, along with 16 other men, were filming a music video in an abandoned house in Baton Rouge when neighbors called the cops. Police recovered 14 guns and $79,000 worth of cash. One of the weapons turned out to be stolen and 2 had illegal stocks. Plus, the rapper was also hit with separate drug charges related to the incident. Being a convicted...
They've been trying to get Youngboy, leading up to this arrest, they've been trying to get him for a long time, man. We did videos on everything. They've been trying to get him for kidnapping and for a shootout 2 years ago, for this, for that. Like, they've been trying to get Youngboy in this one right here. That music video, that call to the cops that person made, that was it right there. That was it. Like, come on now. They've been plotting on Youngboy for a long time, man.
Plus, the rapper was also hit with separate drug charges related to the incident. Being a convicted felon, Youngboy is not allowed to be around weapons or hang out with other convicted felons, even if it is for the purpose of filming a music video. He was originally released on $75,000 bond, but in February of 2021, the FBI officially announced that they had opened an investigation into the entire NBA crew, and a warrant was issued for Youngboy's arrest. After LAPD tried to pull him over for the warrant, the rapper tried to get away, first in a car and then on foot. He was eventually tracked by a K9 unit and is being held without bail until the trial. Check out our previous video on rappers who ran from the cops for more info on this police chase. If convicted, Youngboy could spend a long time behind bars. Even though no one was actually harmed on the day of the video shoot, Youngboy has a criminal history that includes charges relating to shootouts, domestic battery, kidnapping, and more. In the past, he's always managed to get by without facing any serious time, but this case is looking different. Youngboy's lawyers maintain he's innocent, and authorities have no way to tie the guns and drugs found at the scene to the rapper. But Fed cases have a pretty high conviction rate, so it seems unlikely that they would take it to trial unless they already had solid evidence. This case is still ongoing, and more information will likely come to light as the trial progresses. If you like this video,
it's crazy because the case, it could go either way, man. Like, a part of me feel like, you know, Youngboy, he's gonna get out of it, you know, because, you know, Youngboy always find a way out of it. But then again, another part of me like, man, why are they, if they taking this to trial, this is a Fed case, they taking it to trial. And you heard what he said, it's a 90% chance you will be convicted. And Youngboy's track record, if he never had a record before this, then, you know, well, first of all, he probably would have never even got arrested for this. But if he never would have had a track record before this, I would have said, okay, they could have let him off with probation. But Youngboy has been caught in the law for so long, man. I don't know. This might be the one. You know, I'm sending well wishes to Youngboy. I hope that he can get out of this and get back to this music. And, you know, he's been trying to really turn his life around, man. Ain't nobody perfect. And I said that a million times before, man. You know, he ain't perfect, and he admit that. He's still battling through some things himself, man. I just want him to, you know, hopefully if he can get out of this. I mean, worst case scenario, in my mind, I mean, not worst case, best case scenario in my mind, since this is going to trial, he might have to do some time. If they throw like a year or two at him or something, man, I know it's kind of low, but if they throw something like that at him, man, give him some time to sit and think, man, so he can come out, just take over the game again, man. But look, rap's biggest police raids, link down below in the description. Y'all want to check it out in its entirety, uninterrupted. If y'all new to the channel, y'all rock with me, want daily reaction videos, man, hit that subscribe button for me. Until the next video, I'll see y'all then. Thank you for watching MANIACITV. I'm out.
I ain't gotta do too much. I swear that these niggas, they be doing too much. I ain't gotta